What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G-Miles World. Today we're going to be talking QB X factors. Now, this is a very important thing that many of you guys should be aware of because a lot of the cards, when you guys play regs, this is based on regs, right? When you play MUT, it's a whole different avenue. And a lot of you guys that's been coming to the channel, you've been asking like, yo, G-Maya, I know you've been talking about MUT a lot. I haven't played MUT. Some of you guys don't seem to understand like the differences in the way that the game works, whether you're a franchise guy or whatever it is. MUT is the future of Madden. So most of the things that go on as far as competitive or whatever you're doing, it has to do with, Madden Ultimate Team. So these things are very, very important, understanding the way that they are and the way that they work. Now, there aren't any new ones. And for the most part, all of these X factors are the same, X factors that they were previously. And the players that get them are also the same. So this is something that we're going to go over right now. We're going to take a look at all five, right? So with Bazooka, you got Blitz Radar, you got Gambler, you got Pro Reads, you got Truz, right? So with the way that it is, you're going to have to figure out what you're really looking for. Now, when you look at the basis of the cards that you use, you're going to have to figure out what you want. For instance, let's start off with Patrick Mahomes with Bazooka, right? We know his arm strength is out of this world. We know it's wild. We know what he does. It is what it is, right? This is very, very important that you guys understand that. Being an improviser, he has a lot of leeway to running around and just being weird and just throwing the ball down the field like 90 yards. Now, for MUT, it's going to be a little bit different. They did disclose that they are making tunes to the way that the deep ball is thrown. We've been complaining about that for a while. See, what happens is this. Most of the time that you lob the ball in Madden 21 right now, even with the next gen, the ball is like kind of behind the player. It doesn't make any sense. It looks like now they're going to actually do something about it. Now, that's what they're saying they're going to do. We don't know yet. We have to wait till the actual gameplay come out because it's kind of like, a show me type situation. Like if you're saying this is what it's going to be, show me. They can say whatever they want. At this point, we have to kind of see what's going on. So I don't know if this is going to be, true. But at the beginning of most years, Bazooka is OP because you can now get the ball down in front. And if you have a faster receiver, like a Jamar Chase, a Tyreek Hill, and MUT early on at launch, Bazooka will come in handy a lot more than any other ability. Because realistically, the defense, if they play the wrong defense and you're able to lob it out in front, it's GG's. So Patrick Mahomes is going to get this ability. That's pretty much what it was before. It's the same exact thing. Going forward, we're going to have to, like I said, next gen is kind of weird. Some of you guys that are going to be on the current gen, you might not experience some of the stuff that we experience on next gen. Like I said, some of you guys have still not yet played next gen. So I've played it a lot on YouTube. I've showed you guys the movement. It's a lot slower. Now they're saying it's going to be tuned to kind of be relative to the speed of the players. Again, this is something that I don't know. We have to wait to actually see it, and then we'll pretty much go from there, right? So now, Blitz Radar, defensive recognition. You guys can guess who this is, right? You guys already know what's going on. It's the guy with one of the worst offensive lines in the NFL. A guy that's always running for his life. It's regular stuff. Blitz Radar. Successful quarterback stay cool and stand confidently against the blitz, right? So the zone highlights extra blitzers, 3 scrambles for 10 plus yards, knockout is 2 sacks, which is kind of interesting because it's usually 1 sack, right? I believe. But obviously you guys know it's Russell Wilson, right? The dude hikes the ball and it's like a bunch of lions running after a pork chop. I don't know why. You know what's weird about the situation? If you guys follow the NFL, when it looked like he was demanding a trade early, well, actually it was early this year, and he didn't say anything, and it was like they were trying to see what was going to go on, and then they kind of fixed it. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they think because he's mobile, he doesn't need to have blockers. And that's so stupid because you want to protect him even more. Because if you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes, right? In the Super Bowl, most of you guys already knew he was going to get dominated. Why? He didn't have his O-linemen. They were hurt. Guys were out, whatever. Even though a guy can move, they still need protection. And O-line is very important. And I don't know what the Seahawks are running over there, but this guy is running for his life after he hikes the ball. And it's kind of stupid because they're pretty much, if you guys look at Cam Newton, right? And you see what the Panthers did to him, how they used him up. They had him running QB powers and all kind of weird stuff. He's always getting banged up. He's a shell of himself right now. Because that wear and tear on your body, it stays. And as you get older, you already know what it is, bro. For those of you guys that play sports, as you get older, you go back. I still got a jam finger that's like, yo, bro, whatever. Like, it's just never going to be where it's supposed to be. I got, knee issues, all kind of stuff. Because whatever you're doing, whatever your sport is, it's going to wear and tear on you later on. Right now, this young man he's still a young man, Russell Wilson. He's getting beat down regularly. So this ability actually suits him, and EA Sports did a good job of continuously giving him blitz radar, because he got to know. Because if he don't know, he's getting that work. Somebody's going to bash him up, and it's going to be wild. So for this specific ability, I use this a couple times on the current gen, and it is kind of cool. You kind of highlight the blitzer and stuff like that, but I don't really care because I can look and visibly see who's coming. If you run in a 3-4, you show him blitz. You know, sometimes you'll be a bum and you'll be in cover for a drop and you'll just send 3. But for the most part, you're sending everybody. There's certain blitzes, you know, the 3-3-5 wide. When dudes start lining up in certain situations, you know they sending everybody. And you just have to be able to make that read yourself. I'm not going to be a guy where it's like, okay, I know I have to do this. I see the guy off the edge. I'm just going to stand in the pocket. If my quarterback is mobile, I'm going to take a step. I'm going to see which way he's going. I'm going to run. You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, it makes it a lot easier for you guys to see who the blitzers are. So I can appreciate that with what EA Sports is doing. The Gambler, we already know who this guy is, right? He's a guy that completely, during his press conference, just disrespected the ownership of the Green Bay Packers, and in a very professional manner. It's sort of like saying with all due respect and being completely disrespectful. Let me know if you guys heard that, you know, the little press conference that Aaron Rodgers had. And you know, this is another point of order I want to let you guys know. When you give up on someone, you better make sure they're done. You better make sure they're done, bro. Because when they come back, they drafted Jordan Love, and this dude won the MVP. They are in the worst possible situation they could ever be in. And he pretty much let them know about it in a way where it was like so respectable, but still just, it's like he said, with all due respect, and just went crazy after that. And that's pretty much what went on in that situation. So he's going to be the guy that goes ahead and gets the Gambler. I still believe that he's going to be the quarterback with the fastest release in Madden 22. I don't think they're going to change that much, because even with current gen and next gen on 21, that still stayed similar. Now, one of the things I'm going to point out though, guys, so that everybody understands, the throw power and the way that the gunslinger was, it was different on next gen. So next gen, you don't really need gunslinger like you do on the actual current gen. You don't need it. But when you do have it, it enhances the throw. So he's already going to have a super fast throw motion, but you know, with the way that it works, he's probably going to be a guy that I would recommend in Madden Ultimate Team. Although his numbers will be lower because EA Sports doesn't respect the fact that he was an MVP, I think he's still going to be pretty decent, because that release is just crazy. Go back to Madden 20. His base card was like an 83. I remember that because I was running with that card, and it was nasty. But his release was so wild, it didn't matter. That's pretty much what we're going to be looking forward to as far as MUT goes. But again, these are the X factors that come with these players in regs. But it does translate somewhat to MUT, which is why I try to make sure you guys understand it. But Aaron Rodgers is going to be consistently one of the better quarterbacks in Madden for years to come. And once he gets traded out of Green Bay, he's probably going to win a Super Bowl the way Tom Brady did, depending on what team he goes to. But this is probably his last year with that Green Bay Packers team, because you can't, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like they shouldn't have done that. That was just out of pocket, bro. You know, it's Aaron Rodgers. I know he had a down year, but it's still Aaron Rodgers. He had injuries, and it's wild. And now, you know, bro, it's really, really bad what's going on over there in Green Bay. But now we go over and we jump to pro reads, right? So we all know pro reads, pretty much Tom Brady. That's what he's about. When they enter the zone, the first open receiver is highlighted, and they ignore defensive pressure. So the knockout is 1 sack. This is, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady, as Skip Bayless always does. I don't know why Skip Bayless feels the need to say his whole name, but it just stays in your head when you watch Undisputed. This guy, I got to be totally honest, at launch, most of the things that they're saying, it sounds like they're going to give you the proper directional throws. And what that means is, if a guy is open in the seam and you lead pass it inside, a guy like Tom Brady will be able to make that throw. Is that 100% for me? I don't know. I think that they're just saying stuff because they've been doing this to us for the last 3 years, right? Because 4 years ago, you were able to still do inside passes with Madden 17. So this is like 3 years now. If they allow you to do that, he will have value. If they continue to do the same stupidity where it doesn't matter who the quarterback is, you can't accurately lead pass inside and do stuff like that, that's going to be a major issue. That's going to be 100% a major issue. So these are just some of the things I need people to understand. We have to start to look and understand about what the quarterback brings. And I love the fact that they've been able to dissect that and to be able to do certain adjustments to where, all right, this is why we use this QB, and this is why we have this receiver. Because they did change it a lot. Remember, 18, 19, Madden, all the players are pretty much the same. After we got to a certain point, they were all the same. Now there's differentials. If he's able to lead pass the way that we could in the past, going 17 and even backwards, even like 16, we were still able to lead pass. If we're able to do that, he will be valuable. Otherwise, you're going to need a mobile quarterback, or you're going to get sacked every play. And that's it. Look, there is literally nothing to talk about. If you do not do that, if you do not have the players where they're supposed to be, you are going to get sacked every single play. Because the defense is going to be really, really crazy. And regardless of how you're set up, he has like a 49 speed or some stupidness like a 50 speed in MUT. It's not going to work out for you. Trust me when I tell you. All right? And then finally, we have Truz, whatever you guys want to call it. I call it Truz. It looks like Truz to me. So you guys be like, yo, it's Truz. Like, bro, whatever. I don't care what it is. But we all know who has it. All right? One of the most dynamic runners that we've ever seen in the National Football League, right? You know who that is. Lamar Jackson. All right? So he probably will be a guy. He's going to have low throw power and be super fast. The reason that I won't use him, though, is because his throw power is so low. I would rather go with a guy with, like, you know, middle of the pack speed and still be able to get the ball down the field. That's my opinion. If you guys view it differently, let me know. Leave the feedback on the channel. That's how we build the teams. And remember, it's Madden season, guys. So we're going to be doing a lot of different information back and forth. I'm going to test out some of the things that you guys recommend. Obviously, for members of YouTube, I'm going to take you guys more seriously because I know that you guys have been around. Shout out to all you guys that are members. If you still want to join and become a member right here on YouTube to G Myers World, just check in the description box where it says become a member. Click that link and you'll be able to go ahead and do that. But this is something that's very important for everybody to understand. It may turn out that at launch, he's one of the better options. But I would go with somebody, I would probably right now, I may end up using Patrick Mahomes. Like, because he's going to have, you know, I think he has a MUT card with 71 speed, but he has the throw power. Josh Allen has some throw power too. You know, Justin Herbert does. We got to look to see, because I want to roll outside the pocket and throw a laser. Like, I'm just revealing it to you right now. I don't care anymore. All that, I'm playing like a pro this year. Because EA continuously patches me, and you guys know that. So we're going to play like a pro and see what happens. And that's ultimately what's been revealed right now. Please go ahead and subscribe, drop a like, and let me know what you want to know about coming soon, because we got so much more info that's going to be dropping, and I want to make sure you guys know about it. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You be safe. Enjoy the day. One love, y'all.